Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm wrapped up, it's about -2. A bit of a different topic today. Arsenal, and mainly Arsene Wenger. I mean, they are the laughing stock of world football, are Arsenal at the minute. It's a shambles. Defeats to Swansea, Bournemouth, Brighton, Watford, Östersunds, whatever they're called, that pub side from Sweden. Man City, back-to-back 3-0 defeats, Carabao Cup final, and then in the Premier League. It's an absolute embarrassment. It's getting to the point now, we all go to Arsenal Fan TV and chill, we all love the rants, and we all watch it. Best fan channel out there, Arsenal Fan TV. It's absolutely brilliant, especially with the big guns like DT, Claude, and Troops. But it's getting to the point now where you actually feel sorry for them. They go wind, rain, sleet, snow, spend their money. They go, if it's in Spain, Ukraine, England, Brighton, Bournemouth, they're there every single game. There's only one game they didn't go to, and that was because of the snow. That was Southampton. Was that this season? Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it's getting to the point now where you feel sorry for them. Everyone knows in world football Arsene Wenger should be sacked. And it's just going on and on and on. And Arsenal are becoming the laughing stock. Well, they are. The laughing stock of world football. I've watched Arsenal's last 3 games on TV. And there's one word that jumps out at you. It's spineless. I mean, in the Carabao Cup final, they were awful. I mean, Granit Xhaka, he seriously, I mean, I shouldn't care, I'm a Manchester United fan, but it's getting to the point now where you feel sorry for Arsenal and Arsenal fans. Everyone knows Wenger should be gone. Granit Xhaka, 35 million, they could have got Kante for 3 million less. He is absolutely shite. He is so bad, Granit Xhaka. He is terrible. I like Jack Wilshere. He's probably the only Arsenal player recently who can actually come out with any, pride. Petr Cech's past it. Bellerin's more bothered about modelling than playing football. Koscielny and Mustafi are a joke. Mustafi's a World Cup winner. Plays like a schoolboy. Koscielny's meant to be the captain, no leadership. I mean, you think back to Arsenal. They used to have men on the field. When they used to fight with us for Premier League titles, you had the best player to ever grace the Premier League, in my opinion. And that's not even me being biased. Thierry Henry. Absolute magician on a football pitch he was. Absolutely breathtaking. I wish he did play for Manchester United, Thierry Henry. World class. You had Dennis Bergkamp, Emmanuel Petit, Patrick Vieira, Martin Keown. You had leaders on the pitch. Martin Keown, Sol Campbell. Leaders on the pitch. Who have you got now? Chicken Egg Koscielny. I mean, left back. Kolasinac, I don't mind him actually. He seems a decent player. Granit Xhaka, total waste of money. He's not good enough. Jack Wilshere, I like him. Hopefully he can go to the World Cup this year. I'd rather see him play than the likes of Jordan Henderson. Oh, God. Who else we got? We got Aubameyang's just come in. I mean, he's not getting the service, so you've got the same problem as Lacazette. Danny Welbeck, I mean, he's not done out since he went to Arsenal. Same with Mkhitaryan. He had that one game. He's not done anything since he went there. Ozil, I never wanted him at Manchester United. He's a fancy Dan. Never puts his foot in. Never thanks the fans. He's just a fancy Dan. What do you want him at your club for? I never wanted Ozil. Yeah, he might be a good footballer, but his work ethic's disgraceful. Doesn't thank the fans, doesn't care about the fans, never puts his foot in. He's a fancy Dan. And I've probably missed someone out. Welbeck, Mkhitaryan, Ozil, Aubameyang, Wilshere. Aaron Ramsey plays like Lionel Messi for Wales, but you never see him play like that for Arsenal. Now and again you do, but it's just not consistent enough. I mean, when is it actually going to end? When is it going to end? I mean, we're all laughing at Arsenal because they just keep Wenger. Oh, he did the Invincible seasons, which was 14 years ago, and they still keep him as if he's an employee to the club, and it's like he's dictating when he leaves. He's got to go. He has to go. Arsenal are 13 points off Spurs and about 30 off Manchester City. 30 points off first place in the Premier League. 13 points off Tottenham Hotspur. And it's a bit in similar situation. Arsenal are a bigger club than Tottenham. They always will be. Same with us and Man City. But Man City are better than us this season, and Tottenham are a streak ahead of Arsenal this season. I mean, it's embarrassing. Nottingham Forest, Osterans, Bournemouth, Brighton, Stoke, Liverpool away, they got smashed 4-0. I mean, they've got AC Milan up next. I mean, you cannot see them winning away at AC Milan. You just can't. There's no confidence, and Gary Neville summed it up in the Carabao Cup final. Spineless. I mean, Arsene Wenger, he has to go. He has to go. Like, how is he still in a job? He's terrible now. Of course, he used to be a great manager back in the past. I mean, the invincible seasons. But what has he done since then? Okay, he took them to a Champions League final, but they lost. They've never won the Champions League. And he's won a few FA Cups. The most successful manager with FA Cups. But is FA Cup success? Arsenal fans, every Arsenal fan wants to be competing. I mean, every time they go in the Champions League, they get mullered by Bayern Munich. 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. I shouldn't even care. I'm a Manchester United fan. It's great to watch Arsenal fan TV. Everyone watches Arsenal fan TV for the rants. But it's getting to the point now where you actually feel sorry for them. Like I said before, they go in, week out, spending money to watch the team that they love, and they get nothing back. Anyone, even put a manager in just to finish. 9 games left in the Premier League, and whatever games they have in the Europa League, if they beat AC Milan, they've got but I can't see them beating AC Milan. Arsene Wenger, I mean, that is the tipping on the edge, the icing on the cake, when Brighton fans are singing, Arsene Wenger, we want you to stay, we want you to stay. I mean, that is the tipping point, isn't it? You're getting mugged off by Brighton fans. It's not only Chelsea fans singing they want Wenger to stay. It's now Brighton fans. It's unbelievable. But we're in 2018, and yes, he was a great manager back in 2004, but he's done nothing much since. And that's another point. Gave us Van Persie. What did Van Persie do? Never won out at Arsenal, never battled for a Premier League, never won a Premier League. Arsene Wenger sells him to Manchester United, and Van Persie literally won us the league that season. And what's happened this season? Alexis Sanchez has come from Arsenal. After Van Persie, they said they'd never sell to us again. And we've got their best player again, Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez was Arsenal's best player. He's now a Manchester United player. So how can you compete when you're selling your best players to your rivals? Unbelievable. We've got to play Arsenal again this season. We beat them 3-1 at the Emirates. David De Gea had an absolute world-class game. I mean, Arsenal actually played better than us on the day, but David De Gea was a worldie. What's coming to my mind is that double save he made, world-class. But again, comical defending by Arsenal gave us 2 goals in 10 minutes, and then De Gea had a worldie, and he saved us many points. But that's a problem. Arsenal are in serious, serious trouble. They have to get rid of Wenger, and they have to start again. They need a new goalkeeper. They need leaders like Keown, Vieira. I mean, Aubameyang, he's a great signing for Arsenal, but if you're not going to feed him the ball, he's not going to score goals, is he? Lacazette had that same problem before Aubameyang came, not getting the service. Oh, it's just got to end. It has to end. It has to end. How can a guy take you to fifth place and get a 2-year contract extension and get a pay rise? I mean, oh my God. Imagine the pain being an Arsenal fan, knocked out by Nottingham, FA Cup holders, knocked out in the third round against Nottingham Forest. Okay, they got through the Europa League tie, but they lost to a Swedish pub side at home. People forget about that because they went through, no one was bothered. But they still lost. That was as bad as us losing to FC Midgetland that time. It's on the same calibre. But the moral of the story is, it has to end. Arsene Wenger, Arsenal will continue to be a laughing stock of world football till they get rid of the Frenchman, Arsene Wenger. He has to go. He has to go. Arsenal are never going to compete for any... Never going to compete. They're going to even struggle to get back in the Champions League because they're 6th place. They're closer to Burnley than they are 5th place, so who knows, maybe Burnley can pip him to 6. No, I can't see that happening, but in all seriousness, he has to go. I actually am feeling sorry for Arsenal fans, and that should never happen. I shouldn't care about Arsenal, but it's getting to the point now, it's taking the piss. I'm putting my hat back on. Absolutely freezing outside, hence why I've got about 6 layers on and my hat on indoors. Just come back, freezing. And I've just turned on Sky Sports News. I was expecting Arsene Wenger has mutually left. Arsene Wenger has resigned. Arsene Wenger has been sacked. Nothing. Just showing his interview from his press conference at Brighton. So he still remains the manager. And as long as he remains the manager, Arsenal are not a threat to anyone. Thanks for watching a different video. Let's see how it goes down. Adios.